The following program is rated PG. Hello, CETV fam. We are back after our week break from our vacation in somewhere down the road. But my name is Dom Holiday, and we are back with you for another episode of CETV Picks, which is your front row seat to the stars. And today we're joined by a legend. I'm not kidding. And his wife, actually, because joining us now, we got the Russell Hitchcock and Cari Hitchcock. And Russell Hitchcock, in case you're wondering, he's from Air Supply. So let's welcome them to the show.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
It's good to be here.
It's great to have you guys here. And first of all, Russell, congratulations on 50 years of Air Supply.
Yes, it's quite unbelievable. You know, when we started, we thought maybe we'd be good for maybe 12 months in Australia. But here we are, half a century later, still performing all around the world. And obviously, we're going to be in the Philippines soon. I think we've been coming there for nearly 50 years as well. So we have a lot of fans in the Philippines.
Indeed. So let me just ask you real fast, Russell. Looking back, what has kept you, the two of you guys with Graham, you motivated, inspired all these decades?
It may sound very cliched, but it's the fans. You know, without fans, we don't have a career. Plus, we have the luxury and the honor of playing such great love songs for so many years. But you know, once again, it started with the songs, and after that, when the fans took them to their hearts, your hearts in the Philippines, it sustained us for so many years, and we're very blessed and honored to be in this situation right now.
Yes, we are blessed that we are giving this kind of music to all of us. Even everywhere you go, you hear Air Supply. Even those karaoke bars, Air Supply everywhere. Can't believe it.
Yep. We hear them even in my travels in the US. I hear them in elevators and supermarkets, anywhere. You can't get away from us.
Yes, indeed. So, just recently, last May, you celebrated your 50th anniversary with a sold-out performance at Carnegie Hall. And are you going to be set to get a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame? What did those moments feel like personally and professionally?
Well, personally, we'd walked past Carnegie Hall many times in New York, always thinking, wouldn't it be great to play there? Never thinking it would happen. And of course, in May, we were honored to play there. And I usually backstage at any theater, you can see onto the stage. Carnegie Hall, you have to walk through a door. So you couldn't see the audience before we got on stage. But when I opened the door, every single person was standing. They stood for the entire show. They sang every song. And I was in tears by the end of the show. It was such an overwhelming experience. First of all, to be in such an iconic concert venue, but also to have that kind of reception. It was unbelievable. And it put a stamp on, and one of the places that we wanted to play, we played the Sydney Opera House, which was iconic. We played the Hollywood Bowl, and Carnegie Hall really put the cherry on the cake. Unbelievable experience.
Yeah, it was so amazing to see 50 years later, you're still doing it. And can you believe that they've been doing this for 5,500 concerts and counting, if I'm add. Now,
Yes, well,
are there any particular show? Go ahead.
I think we're up to 56 now, but who's counting? We are.
Over 5,600 concerts now. Are there any particular shows or tours that stand out as your favorite or most memorable?
Well, a couple of them just off the top of my head. We were fortunate enough to play for Prince Charles and Lady Diana at the Australian Bicentennial in 1988. So we got to meet her. Unbelievable experience once again. A beautiful lady, beautiful heart, We love to meet her, and Prince Charles, of course. Now he's the king. And we also played in 2005 in Cuba to 175,000 people. Biggest thing we'd ever played to, largest audience, another thrilling experience. Um, those kind of things remain in your heart, forever.
So 175,000 people in Cuba, man,
Yeah,
enjoying your songs. That is quite amazing.
it
I
was.
mean, it could fill up a big arena now, or two two of the biggest arenas here in the Philippines, like the Philippine Arena. It
Well,
could fill two or about three.
this was on the beach in Havana. Um, Late at night, there was a hurricane just coming in. It rained from well before we got on stage till well after we left. But everybody stayed, everybody sang. Just another one of those heart wrenching moments that is indelibly marked in my heart. That's for sure.
Ooh, that is quite cool to see in the beach jamming to Air Supply. Man,
Yes, yes, sir.
wow. So let's get back to the days that you were in the rehearsals with Graham. Right now, in case you're wondering, where's Graham? He's somewhere out there in the beach
Yeah,
doing some
he's working on his
things.
tan and maybe writing a song. Who knows?
I hope he's good. I hope that song's good. And they met during rehearsals of Jesus Christ Superstar in Sydney. Do you recall that first day and how you realized that you had something special together with Graham?
Well, we both obviously didn't know we were going to meet that day. It was May the 12th in 1975. And we went along to the rehearsal, first day. I met Graham amongst some other people that had no experience in theatre. Um, so we huddled together a little bit because we didn't know anything about anything. We started rehearsing and we had to do a dance routine before we did anything else. And Graham fell over and sprained his ankle. He's 6'5", so it was quite an experience watching him fall over like a giant tree being felled. We helped him backstage to work on his ankle with hot water and ice. Um, we were put together in the men's chorus dressing room, seated next to each other by chance. Once we discovered that we had so much in common, we were both from working class families, him in England and me in Australia. We both loved the Beatles. We both seen the Beatles live in 1964. Um, we loved the same kind of music, the same kind of movies, same kind of food. We had the same sense of humor. Everything that you would want to have a kind of a meeting of the minds and the souls we had. And it was only 2 days after we met that we knew that we had a relationship that was going to go on after the show. And maybe about a week and a half after we met, we started to work on some of Graham's songs. So it was meant to be. We still believe that to this day. And obviously, it's been a relationship that's one of the most important relationships in my life. I wouldn't be here without Graham. He wouldn't be here without me. So we were blessed once again to meet each other and have this incredible relationship. Never had an argument about anything. We're simpatico on every level. Music, philosophy, everything in life that you need for a partner to work this long. We have that.
Very interesting story. And Graham did mention that after falling and twisting his ankle on that very first day, looking back, do moments like that define the humor and camaraderie of your partnership?
Well, it certainly brought us closer together. I realized very quickly that this guy was somebody I wanted to get to know. He had no pretense about him. He wasn't a snob, didn't have a big head, no ego, just the kind of person I want to be around. And he's maintained that attitude throughout his life and throughout our career. A great guy, certainly, and my best friend. And I love him like a brother.
And even though there are lots of things that we have, lots of issues that we all go through, but friendship is what makes everything go better, right? You agree with
Absolutely.
that?
I mean, our basis of our friendship was built from the first day we met. You know, we shook hands, and you had that feeling that this guy was something special. And he feels the same way about me, I'm sure. I can't speak for him, but I'm
Yes,
sure he'd say the same thing.
indeed, indeed. So, before your big hits, you opened for Rod Stewart and played in pizza parlors and coffee bars. Yes, for all of you youngsters out there, pizza parlors do exist. I'm like, it's it's all the shakies and all that, but before they had live music. Am I right? Live music, not
Well,
those pre-recorded kinds.
we had live music, but it was very limited places. Most of the places we played were in very small pubs. There was a kind of a funky stage in the corner somewhere, so we would get there after Superstar, play basically folk songs, covers of other people's songs, a few of Graham's songs, to no applause, to no recognition. Just we were there to play and to get better at what we did. And but it wasn't until we signed our record deal with our first record company in Australia, which in 1976, that we got to open for Rod Stewart in Australia first. Played 3 shows with Rod, and after the second show, he asked us if we'd like to open for him all across North America in 1977, which was the big tour. We were on the road for 4 months with Rod in the US and Canada, playing football stadiums, um, arenas everywhere, big 25, 30,000 seat places. So we got a taste of what we wanted to be during that process, but certainly never imagined, even after that, that we would be have the success we did worldwide after Lost in Love was released in 1980, and have all those hits back to back. And, you know, as they say, the rest was history after that.
Indeed, the rest is indeed history. So, to the point that I'm trying to make here is what lessons from those early gigs still resonate today?
Oh, uh, be prepared for rejection, be prepared for failure, be prepared to be knocked down and have to pick yourself up again several times. If you have the talent, and that's a given, you must always have faith in yourself, because we were on the brink of maybe not working together after the Rod Stewart tour in Australia and America, because we couldn't get a job anywhere in Australia. Nothing was going on. But we had the songs, a few of which were Lost in Love, um, The One That You Love, and All Out of Love, All the Love Loves. Um, we knew we had those songs. We knew if we could get them to the public that they would be successful. So my biggest advice to anybody in the music business starting off is just be prepared for the bad side, because you're going to go through that, and always remember to try and surround yourself with good people. Um, the people that handled our career in the early days uh, weren't the best people for us. So we learned from that experience to find the best people, agents, lawyers, managers. You have to have that around you to be successful as well. You can't do it on your own. That's for certain.
I'm guilty of that. I'm doing everything in the media industry alone for the most part. And I can actually agree with what you're saying the with what you said. Be prepared for everything. I've been dealing with a lot of rejections over the years as a media person,
Right?
but we gotta move forward, and
That's
whatever happens, it's his will.
yes. You've got to just keep pushing, because if you want to be successful, and the interesting part is after you are successful, you have to work twice as hard to stay successful.
Correct, correct. You have to keep going. Build your momentum, as they say.
Exactly.
So,
Exactly.
I want to ask you, Russell, do you still remember your very first show in the Philippines back in '82?
Um, I would be lying if I said, was it the Araneta Coliseum?
Oh, yeah, 1982, right?
If that was at the Coliseum, yeah, I remember it well.
I think so because it didn't mean when I did the research before the show, before we started going on the air, I didn't know where was the very first show you had
I know. I think it maybe
in the
was the
Philippines.
Folk Arts. I think it was the Folk Arts Centre.
Folk Arts Theater, I suppose.
I think so. Yes, that was the first
You're
one.
very yes. So, do you remember how much, just for fun, how much do you think it cost back in 1982?
For a ticket.
Yes.
Oh, $10.
I don't know how much is the conversion rate back in 1982, but $10 is not bad.
Well, we just found a a ticket of ours from 1985 in the US, and it was $5.
Whoa, inflation at its finest,
Oh
everyone.
yeah, you better believe it. You couldn't even get
But
you couldn't get
A
anything.
Coke.
Yeah, you can't get a Coke now for $5.
I mean, for just $10, you can buy some Coke as well for 10 pesos, I believe, or $12, 12
Yeah,
pesos. I don't know.
yeah. Certainly not a concert ticket these days.
Yes, it's so expensive nowadays, especially now that everywhere you go, not just Air Supply, obviously, but we have lots of K-pop now. We have lots of P-pop. We're gonna get to that later, but you did mention that you performed in Cuba, and you were surprised and touched by over 100,000 people who performed you in Cuba. So, are there any other international experience that surprised or deeply touched you besides those?
Well, we've played in so many countries. We've played all over Southeast Asia, all over Latin America, a few dates in Europe. Um, but they're not really as memorable as the two I told you about. Obviously, and I mentioned the Araneta Coliseum in the Philippines, and I was always wondering if I was in Muhammad Ali's dressing room or Joe Frazier's dressing room. I wanted to find that out, but I never did. That was the Thriller in Manila for you boxing fans.
Yes, indeed. The most famous boxing match in the whole world.
Yes, it was.
So you did mention that you performed for now King Charles, and the late Princess Diana must have been surreal. You did mention that experience in the bicentennial anniversary of Australia, which is in '88, if I
Correct.
recall. Yes.
Yes.
So your songs have been covered by countless artists and continue to resonate with fans. Do you have a personal favorite cover or one that surprised you the most?
You know what? It's been so long since I heard a cover. I would be uh, I would be at a stretch to name a person. I really don't know. We don't usually hear them, funnily enough. Somebody says, "Oh, by the way, so and so covered your song." We never get to hear them. So you probably have more knowledge of that than I do.
Yeah, I think we can all relate to what Casey Tandingan did with her version of Two Less Lonely People in the World, which was used in a soundtrack of a movie.
Oh, okay. That's news
You
to
should check
me.
it
So
out.
I will. I have to check that out. Thank you.
All right, so your name has even appeared in Filipino pop culture in unexpected ways. For example, I can't show it to you on camera, but you need to look it up. There's a meme circulating that says Air Supply Vulcanizing Shop, and it says it's $5 pesos per tire. And there's a line that goes, "Hanging you near me." How do you feel about that meme going on?
That's funny. That's really funny. Hey, you know what? Um, we don't mind any kind of exposure. We did a commercial for, I think, Wendy's hamburgers in the US, and they used "Making Love Out of Nothing at All," and it was a singing hamburger. So we're open to anything.
Yeah. So I just want to show it to you after the show, if that's all right.
Of course, of
That's
course.
and so now, as you know, over the decades, music styles have evolved dramatically. Like, for instance, we've gone from classic ballads to now the usual upbeat upbeat styles of K-pop and pop and hip hop and all that.
Yep.
So, how do your music, your classic ballads, fit into today's musical landscape?
That's a very hard question to answer. Um, we don't really think about what's trending. We never did. Maybe we should have. I don't know. Um, we are recognised for the style of music that we play and the songs that Graham writes, and they always seem to kind of cut through whatever's happening at the time. Um, Obviously, we haven't been played on radio for many years, although we've been producing records now for 5 decades. In fact, we have a new album coming out by the end of the year. It's called A Matter of Time. I doubt very much whether that will be played on commercial radio. And I don't listen to contemporary music. I don't find it very satisfying or very inventive. I think it's all derivative now. Um, and no offense to anybody, you can make an album in your bathroom with a computer now. You don't need anything. I'm old school. My recording experiences go back to the mid 70s with tape machines, producers, arrangers, playing live in the studio. That's where I'm from, and that's what I love. If I listen to music, which is very rare these days, it's all the Beatles, Queen, AC/DC, the Eagles, Bee Gees, that era of music, and Rolling Stones. Nothing new. I find it nothing. There's nothing in it to grab me. I'm old. I admit that I'm old.
Yes, and please note that the views and opinions of the guests do not reflect those of our of CETV, of course. We don't want to. We're gonna make it clear, okay?
Yeah, yeah,
So,
absolutely.
So in a recent meet and greet that you did back, I don't know where was that recent meet and greet that that was seen, but you said in the meet and greet that nobody's called us, but we're open to collaborating with anyone, especially young talented groups. You mentioned that in the meet and greet. So one of the most celebrated young groups here in the Philippines is of course SB19, who are also leading the P-pop movement. So if that call ever came, what kind of collaboration would you love to do with a group like SB19 or someone similar?
Well, probably the first thing would be for them to meet Graham. Do they write their own material?
Yes, they do write their own material. Yes.
Okay. Well, that would be the first connection I would make for both of us. Graham would certainly be love to be involved with co-writing songs because that's what he does. He does it every day of his life. So if anybody that you know from their camp would like to get in touch with us when we're in the Philippines, we'd be more than happy to meet them. Certainly, have them come to the show, see what goes on. Very simple.
Oh, I wish they could, but I don't know if they can. I don't know. They're gonna be in Japan in about after your show,
Okay.
so I'm not sure though. But anyways,
Well, we could
so
still you could turn us on to people who could make that connection anyway.
yes, of course, I had lots of connections anyway. But let's not go through that. Let's not go too deep.
Okay. Okay.
so So you did. So I have to follow up this one. So do you think a classic Air Supply song could be reimagined with a twist of pop, more modern? Would you think it would work?
Absolutely. Why not? I mean, we have a band in the United States called Hair Supply, and they're a heavy metal version of us. They play our songs, but heavy metal. So we're open to anything. Trust me. The problem is, I don't think people uh, or artists or acts think that we are approachable, but we are. It's a phone call. That's all it takes.
Or just a email or whatever?
Absolutely, man. Absolutely, not a problem.
Whatever. They're open, guys. Especially, I'm talking to the manager right now of S19. One's the entertainment. They're open. They're
We're
always
easy.
open. All
We're
right.
easy. We're easy to find.
Okay, so now let's get Cari involved now, finally.
Oh, my beautiful wife.
That's your what? That's his wife, in case you're wondering. They're now releasing something new and exciting called a children's book. Yes, a children's book. It's called The Adventures of Baby Brown Bear in the Philippines. And there it is, right there, what you're seeing right now. What inspired you to create a story for children?
Well, I travel with Russell all the time, and we went to a casino that he was playing at. And when we went into our hotel room, the casino had gifted us a little brown bear and had it on our bed.
I'll go and get it.
Oh,
Talking.
oh yeah, he's gonna go get it. Um, so they put it on our bed, and ever since we got that little bear, he's been a traveling companion with Russell and I. He goes to every city that we go to, every country that we go to. We take little pictures of him, out the window on an airplane or whatever. And here we go. That's him right there.
Oh, hello. Welcome to the Philippines. Aren't you such an adorable
Isn't he
one?
cute?
With his Air Supply
With
t-shirt.
his Air Supply t-shirt.
I hope my uncle, but he's sleeping right now.
So anyway,
This is so cute.
we take him along with us, and one day I came up with the idea of being educational and writing a children's book that explains like different places that we go, landmarks that we visit. Yeah. And so I wrote a book about it.
Wrote 6 books.
Oh, I've written 6 so far, yes.
6 books. Wow. Must have been a bestseller now at this point.
Well, after we come to the Philippines, it sure will.
Oh, for sure. So, the story, spoiler alert, without spoiling, I'm not going to spoil anything too much, but this story takes Baby Brown Bear through iconic Philippine landmarks like Intramuros and Mayon Volcano. Did your own experiences here influence the book?
Actually, I have to be honest, I did not have personal experiences at these places for the book. So I had to do a little bit of research. However, we're hoping to get to some of them when we're in the Philippines in September.
That's in about a couple of weeks from now.
Yes.
By the time we air this episode.
September 18, 19, and 20.
Yes, that's a big show for all of our fans and unfortunately, if you want to get tickets, well, sold out.
Excellent. Good to hear.
Not sure we'll get too close to the volcano, but maybe the chapel and yeah.
Or you could visit some other places like Boracay, for instance.
There we go.
Boracay, one of the best beaches out there with the best white sand beaches.
Oh,
if only
sounds
I
beautiful.
will get some tickets for Air Supply myself. I want to experience it. Solaire, I'm just an expressway away,
All right, well.
We'll get you tickets if you want to go. Absolutely.
Oh, thank you so much. I'll tell my uncle after this.
No problem. We'll get you tickets.
You'll have to come back and say hi to us, though, first.
Oh, I have to tell my uncle. But I don't know if I can attend because this is once in a lifetime, 50 years. I'll see what I can do. Anyways, so before we do this, you have another question regarding the book. So if Baby Brown Bear could sing one Air Supply song at the end of his adventure, which one would it be?
Oh, I think Lost in Love.
Yeah.
That's my personal favorite song that they play live.
That's a good one. It encompasses love and being lost in love. Everybody should be lost in love.
Not literally lost in the moment, but yeah, not literally lost, but yeah. So
yes.
And just to do a little PR, I'll be having a book signing before every show in Manila. An hour before the doors open.
Oh, nice. So if you want to get the book, please do get the book. It's quite cool seeing right there. It has all the adventures of Baby Brown Bear in the Philippines and all that. No, don't spoil too much,
Yes.
please. You might as well get that book. I don't know how much it's gonna cost, but it's gonna be fun. So,
Oh yeah.
do you have anything before we let you guys go? I just want to say, here's my random thought of the day. We all get lost in love sometimes, but sometimes nights, even the nights, could still be better since we found the love that everything is going. We may be all out of love, but the important thing is we're not lonely.
That's right.
Unlike some two less lonely people in the world out there.
Yes.
But sorry
And we
for
hope
squeezing in some.
and we hope at
Go
the
ahead.
end of the day you have sweet dreams.
Yeah, that's a perfect one. Yeah, true that. And I hope this interview will be etched in our minds now and forever.
And we don't want
So
to
thank
say
you.
goodbye.
Yeah, so thank you guys so much for being part of this interview. I had so
Well,
much fun talking to you guys. And I want to, if you have anything to promote, please promote your Manila show in 2 weeks. Go right ahead, Russell.
well, we just want to first of all thank you for having us with you today. It's been great, and we're looking forward to seeing a lot of friends that we have in the Philippines, in Manila, and also encourage everybody to come along and see us again. Well, it's sold out, so thank you for supporting us for so many years, and thanking us for keeping us so close to your hearts. We are indebted to you and blessed by having the Philippines support us for so many years. We love you guys, really and truly. We love you guys. Thank you.
Yes, we thank you very much for your support. And I just hope that if I hope for the next 50 years, I don't think it will. Sorry.
Yeah,
But I don't
you'll
know.
you'll be around.
Yeah, it's true, but I'm not sure about you guys in the
No,
next
I
50
won't be.
years.
I'll be 125 in 50 years.
True. Anyway, so I don't think we're gonna live that long,
Yeah.
unless like some miracle, of course. Anyways, thanks for watching CTV Exclusive. My name is Tom Holiday. Thank you very much for watching. We'll see you again soon. Thank you.
Thank
All
you.
right. Thanks very much.